ain't leaving.
Most High, you know, when the Most High, you know, when the Most High says, you know what, if you don't want to be here, I'll leave you where you at.
You know what he said about those spirits.
Yeah.
Complete number of spirits wait on you and waiting for you. And that's, you know, whenever you had the opportunity to, you have a testimony somewhere or another. You know what I mean? From just not being around, and that's why I try to encourage people to stay innocent, stay focused. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go into what I just prayed for. And that's the Most High to bring His fear on people. People don't really fear the Most High. They're not afraid of Him. They figure that they can do whatever they want to do, and they still have like a Christian type of mindset. Where you can, like, He's all love and He's gonna just forgive them for whatever they do. At the same time, some of us know the law and still want to just evade what it is that it says.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I hear what you're saying. It's just a matter of your action will prove whether you're real or not. You know, and that's where I'm at. I'm tired of phony people, straight up. So it don't impress me with whatever you say. It impresses me by what you do.
Actions speak louder than words.
Fine. So I mean, you've been there, so it's not something that, you know, you have to be re-educated on, right? But you already know. You know, you still have all your notes.
Yeah.
Notebooks, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I do.
Okay. So it's there. I mean, it's all about, you know, continuing in this, and it's a battle. It's a fight. For everyone, you know what I mean? For all of us. It's just some battles are different than other battles, but we all fighting the fight, you know what I mean? Gotta fight the good fight, though. And that's why, you know, we have to encourage each other to continue to do what we're supposed to do before the Most High, you know?
Because I was always wondering. I said, okay, the Most High had me to go while I'm recycling to ask for a Bible. Ever since the Bible, I haven't been able to put it down. Then you called me.
It is. And that's the spirit. You can't go beyond the spirit, man. Look at as always, Colossians 3:17. Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, whatever you say and whatever action you do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So we're going to go into a little bit of the fear of the Most High. Because most people don't fear. I mean, to fear the Most High, fear means to be afraid. But most people want to come up with any kind of explanation that they can when they open up the Bible, like fear doesn't mean to be afraid.
Right.
Like fear don't mean to be scared. So, in reality, we have to smash that type of spirit that's teaching our people lies and all the lies that you are holding on to and thinking the Most High, because He gave us mercy and grace, that's going to linger forever and ever and ever, when it's not. It's not. He said He'll have mercy on Jacob when He bring us into our kingdom. In Isaiah 14:1. That mercy and grace is going to be lifted up for those that are not going to endure to the end. That's the only way you're going to be saved. From your enemies and from the hand of all that hate you. If you endure to the end. So that's why I try my best to be an example of endurance through it all. No matter what. I try and continue to work in this truth one way or another when I'm supposed to. And I haven't done enough. And you can't think you've done enough. No matter how much I do, I always say I ain't done enough. I'm nothing. Because I haven't done enough. I figure if I think like that, then I will try and do more and be an example that you can do more, because you're young and it doesn't make no sense for you to be tired and don't have no energy and can't really maneuver like you should be maneuvering. When I was young, real young too, and I could lay out my life and what I was doing with a few hours of sleep and constantly dealing with something, constantly, non-stop, every day, 7 days a week, sometimes more than that, because it never stopped. You know what I mean? Just bam, 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 bam. Every day was something you had to do. You know, and it's beautiful that you know, all my life I've had a chance to have from second grade all the way to now. I've never ever have not been like from a group, having a group, and we coming together and doing things together and being a leader and going across the world wherever I've traveled. I've never had a break in that from that aspect. You understand? So I know what it's like to be amongst men and know how the spirits of people can be, to maintain harmony. Because you can't play music and you have all kind of havoc. You understand? You can't do that. You see that movie? What was that? 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Where they got to fight on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? You can't do that unless you have to maintain harmony. So I have to be the leader to maintain harmony between everybody, even though they didn't get along. So we do this music and make this money. You see? That's what it's all about. You know, that was our job in our travels. But we were spiritual. We wasn't worldly. That's why I didn't take the red pill and I didn't take the blue pill. And we didn't take the red pill or we didn't take the blue pill. You see what I'm saying? Industry, because we were trained thoroughly to know about how not to bow down to Satan. It makes a difference. You gotta understand, and fear the Most High. Regardless of what anybody want to look at, that's what it's all about. So let's look at some scriptures on that, because people don't fear him. And a lot of people still have a religious type of mindset. When I say that, because religion comes from a Latin word, religio, means to hold back, keep down, or restrain. They still have a religious type of mindset to believe that the Most High is not who he is. On the right hand and the left hand. Most people don't know him. They don't know him. Enough, I'll say. Some people have made up their own Most High. He know it. The angels are reporting constantly. And the Mashiach Yahushua confess it before the Most High. And if you do certain things, then he's not going to the Most High on your behalf, no matter how much you pray. You can't sin willfully. That's why when we learn what we learn, we are accountable. You can look at it any way you want to, but you've been, I like to use what Malcolm used, Shanghai, ran amok, bamboozled, you know, into something that you never, ever, ever gonna just let go completely. Because you go conscious gonna let you know, because we the image of the Most High, gonna let you know something's up. Something is up. So let's look at a little bit of the Most High first, and then we're gonna go into how serious it is and how important it is to fear him. Because if you don't know him, how you gonna fear someone that never poses a threat to you? You understand what I'm saying? Someone, if you're never ever around someone or some situation that forms a threat to you, then you can say like, okay, well, I'm all right, everything okay. But then when it comes and you say, oh, what's going on now? It's too late. You in his grips. Let's tell you, it's a fearful thing. Get Hebrews 10:31. See, that's what you gotta understand concerning who we talking about. We're talking about the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But it's not enough going out concerning him. Now, is Israel gonna save you? You know you're an Israelite. You've been going through whatever you've been going through. That help you?
No.
You know what I mean? You can speak on it, right?
Right. There's many people that know that they're Hebrew, but I know there's a lot of people that are Hebrew, and when they go out to teach, you can tell they haven't studied.
Look, Hebrews 10 and 31.
10, 31.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You hear that? Still there. Fearful. It's something to be afraid of. To fall into the hands of the living power. Especially if he got an attitude. If he angry. It says, but call to remembrance the former days. Call to remember the former days. In which after ye were illuminated. Once you started to come in this truth. And you started to be illuminated, I mean, you started to know, learn about the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and how to have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, and how to call upon the Most High by showing Mashiach Yahushua, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. You see, because you were dipped in the fiery furnace of affliction. Partly whence ye were made a gazing stock. Like if I go out and look like this, people looking at me like, oh, what you in a play or you in a band? They're gonna look at you like they trying to figure you out. What's going on with you? A gazing stock, both by reproaches, disgraces, and afflictions, catching a lot of hell. And partly once ye became companions of them that were so used. You became companions to me and other brothers that was used to this. You see what I'm saying? To be able to let you know, oh look, this is what you got to go through. You just endure, it's gonna be all right. And you can see after going through a lot where the results is. You see the results in the blessings and the way that those that endure are still enduring, are still maintaining. You see, Most High haven't forgotten. He never forsaken us. It says, for you had compassion on me, Salakia. Let's go to Ezekiel 20. Ezekiel 20. And we're going to start at verse 32. And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that you say. Shalom. Yeah. Hey, can you get your dog for me? Huh. It says, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say. We will be as the heathen. And see, that's what basically has happened to our people that are in a religious type of mindset. They're like the heathen. That's why when you read the New Testament, most of our people, the Corinthians, the Ephesians, the Thessalonians, and so forth, they're like the heathen. That's why he had to send those letters to our people that were in those lands, which are the Israelites, I might say, Hebrew Israelites, to let them know, hey, Mashiach Yahushua come back. And Paul had to suffer for by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua's namesake. So he was pushing Mashiach Yahushua, rising from the dead. And the resurrection of Mashiach Yahushua, and how it is to become renewed in the spirit, become a new creature, be born again through the power of the Most High, to come back to the sheepfold, like we are now. Our job is really like Paul's, because our people are going to be like heathens. Straight up, they want to be like the heathens. That's why it says, and that which coming into your mind, Ezekiel 20:32, shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone, to serve all these religions. That's what they say, but it happened to us already. Understand and overstand. What do? During the Greek Empire, we're going to go back to when the so-called white man first came into power. So we're going to be as the heathen, right? So let's see. Let's look at how that happened and what happened during this time. Go to First Maccabees, first chapter, and we're going to read. This is after Alexander the Greek came into power, and he died. So he set up his 4 generals to rule in his kingdom. First Maccabees 1:9, it says, and after this, after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. That's his 4 generals. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. You see that? Say evils were multiplied in the earth. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus' surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome. And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks, the kingdom of the Europeans, the kingdom of the Edomites, the kingdom of the Greeks. Listen, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men. Remember, they were made for the day of evil. But there came out of Israel, amongst our people, wicked men who persuaded many, just like it is now. Remember, he just said we're going to be as the heathen, to serve wood and stone, to serve the idols of the heathen. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. See? This way back in Ezekiel time that he's prophesying what we would do, that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So here we are, being born again, becoming new creatures, separate ourselves from the heathen, and surely, as you're going through affliction, you might find sorrow. But you don't go back to them. You don't go back to the ways of the heathen. You don't do it. Listen. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward there herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. You see? This would happen to us. So that's why you got to look at being spiritual and not being confounded with the nonsense and the wickedness of this world, man. Not check out shine with this world. Most High definitely hate this world. Because everybody in this world is eating of the tree of good and evil, the tree that he said don't touch until this day. The tree of life is planted. But we can't reach that unless we make the kingdom. Got to make it to the kingdom before you can even think about it. But it's planted, it's ready, everything's prepared. It's just a matter of when we're going to get ourselves together. And when the Most High decide, you know, when we're being afflicted enough, that he'll send a Mashiach Yahushua to us. When we done cry out enough. See, everybody's satisfied, everybody in their comfort zone. But oh, Esau got something for y'all, brothers. He got something planned for you. And all you that's not spiritual, that want to deal with something, looking at it this way, that way, Israel ain't going to save us. Knowing you're Israelite, that didn't bring you out of any problem that you had. And anyone else. You better know the Most High. And you better fear him. That's the only way you're going to make it out of here. And you better cry to him with humility and a broken and contrite spirit before him. He could care less about any of us. He said he'll raise up some. That last thing he told John the Baptist, he raised up some stones to be. He told Moses, I'll raise up a nation out of you, Moses. I'll give you a woman that I'll make a whole nation out of you, one man. See how people, you got it twisted if you think that you guaranteed, and nobody who would say they already made it to the kingdom. They already got their seat as 144,000 sitting there ready for the kingdom. Who can say that? Nobody can say that. No one can say that. Nobody. No one can say that. You see? So here we are, and no matter how, in your wildest dreams, thinking that you are that when you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing that you ought to be. That's why, look, I'm just saying, I'll say that because this is where our people have been. This is where our brothers have been and sisters. Why it says Ezekiel 20 and 32. So that's in the Greek Empire. So here we are now in whose empire?
Esau.
Yeah, it's Esau. It's Esau world. So we the same position.